What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, I'm going to have a couple of Pokemon redemptions. Now, this is Makotos Piplup, so I'm going to go through how to get this, and I'm actually going to suggest some movesets for Piplup as well. So it might be just a bit of a fun video for a Thursday. I don't normally upload Thursdays. If I do, it's normally just a video like this. Okay, if you have any Piplup sets you like, leave them in the comment section too. I do have some Pokemon sweeps and things coming up tomorrow. So today I'm just going to a couple of videos on some of the Pokemon distributions that I use in some of my videos. So just let me give you a little bit of information about this Piplup. Some of these events have some interesting things, some of them don't. So, but I'm just gonna like going through them all anyway. Okay, so this is a serial code. Obviously, it's a one-time use. It's obviously you need a Japanese game and a Japanese DS. Now, this is a set nature too, and all the information will be in the video and stuff like that. This actually started on the 1st of August and goes to the 20th of August. I was going to do this one a couple of days ago, but I haven't really got around to doing it. I've got a Piplup, and I've got a Lucario, and I've got a Charizard as well. So I'm going to be covering all them tonight, so it should be cool. I just like showing these ones off so you guys know where I get some of my Pokemon from. I see a lot of people commenting, where do you get all your events from? So I just like covering them to answer those questions. Okay, so this is a code I'm just typing in at the moment. So it's just telling me, it's just searching for the gift at the moment. Okay, so it's all in Japanese. Now, this is a Japanese game, obviously, but I've just chosen the language as English, which you can do. And obviously, the Pokemon can be in English as well, but the OT will be in Japanese. Okay, so there's the mighty Piplup. I'm actually looking forward to going over a set with this one. Now, so on your little wonder card here, it'll just tell you, thanks for playing Pokemon, and your date received. So I just got it today. It's the 8th. It's actually soon to be the next day. It's getting close to midnight. It's about 11 PM. Okay, so after you've done that, just going back to the game. This is Kath's game as well. One of our several games. I think we got about 12 or 13. Now, we want to go to the... Actually, I'm just going to check the PC here for a second just to see if I've got anything in my party, like room space, because you need free spots. Okay, I've got plenty of room. That's cool. Let's go over to the man and get our Piplup and see what it is. Now, I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to give a moveset for Piplup as well, or a couple, and also we're going to check out what IVs I got, see how lucky I got. Not holding my breath, though, because it could be something really bad. Now, I actually have got a playlist for all these kinds of videos, people. We'll add that to that. If you do want to go through and see how I get some of my other Pokemon, there's the playlist there. It should be on my channel. I may try and link it at the end of this video. See if I can put an outro for that on there. Okay, so this is what the other screen looks like. So it's a Piplup, there's the OT, the ID, and we've got all that information. It's fixed nature of Hardy, unfortunately, Wishing Ribbon 2017 Pokemon movie, met at level 5, and apparently a favorable encounter. Okay, so that's what it should look like. Now, I just want to give you a view of the top screen of it too. That was the bottom screen. Let's head into... I probably should be putting both my screens on here. Just be easier. Wouldn't have to swap through. Might do that in the future. Okay, so here's the Piplup. It's got Hydro Pump, Bubble Beam, Whirlpool, and Drill Peck. Whirlpool, cool. Okay, so we got a Torrent ability, and it's got Hydro Pump, so that's pretty cool. And it's got Drill Peck. Good thing about Piplup, or Empoleon, it's a very offensive Pokemon in... It can be a good mix attacker, it can be a special attacker, and a physical attacker. So it's got the stats for both. It's also quite fast, and it's also quite tanky too. Now, let's get into having some. Let's have a look at some of the movesets. So we'll build a couple for Piplup, then maybe have a look at Empoleon, right? Just a little bit of fun there. In the future, I am going to be doing Pokemon movesets for my channel, so that's going to be. Yeah, that's a future thing I'm thinking of. I've been wanting to do it for many, many years, but it will happen eventually. I do promise that. Okay, so we got a hardy nature, not much to work with there. So looking at Piplup's stats, right? It's got, it's actually pretty well rounded all across the board, like 53 HP attack, and 53 HP, 51 attack, 53 defense. Its special attack's the biggest stat of 61. Special defense is a second of 56 and speed of 40. So you could probably you could definitely run this as a special offensive one. Now, at the moment, I'm just going to be trading in between my games. As I said, I want to check what IVs it's got and stuff like that. There's no guaranteed 31 IVs or anything like that. It's just all random. Some events have them, some don't. This is one of the ones that don't. So I'm just bringing up my other DS at the moment. Okay, anyway, let's get to the point. So we're going to run a special attacking Piplup here. So we got that. We'll go max a special attack max speed. So even its speed's pretty crap, right? We'll go for like a... I could go for a Little Cup build. Oh, I'll just go for a level 100 build. That'll be easier, just not confusing people with Little Cup. So we have a max speed, max special attack. Okay, so we've got this one. What did it get? It got like Bubble Beam, Whirlpool. Let's go down to Whirlpool. So it gets Whirlpool by level. So that wasn't anything new. Bubble Beam isn't anything new. It had Drill Peck, I believe, which is... So I think all the moves that got were level. So not a really exciting Pokemon there. So you could definitely make that as... Okay, let's make it as a special attacker, right? You can breed it up. Let's say we want to breed it up to a modest one, right? Giving it a nice 243 at level 100, which is nice. We could give it agility via breeding, which is going to boost its speed by 2 stages. So that'll be nice, giving it a better speed stat. Being a water-type Pokemon, we can keep the Hydro Pump on there. That's handy. So we can give it Hydro Pump, right? Ice Beam would be nice on there too for a bit of coverage. Now, we're a little bit stuck against Water-type Pokemon. So you can either go for a Hidden Power Grass breed, which will take a little bit longer, or you can go for an easy Grass Knot, which could work too. So that's a simple set. Now, you could run on this... You could run Focus Sash on this, so you could get a, since it's got the Torrent ability, you give it a Torrent. What Torrent does, it powers up, the Water-type moves when you're on a lower amount of health, being a third, and it boosts them by 50%, which is quite a big boost, so I thought that'd be quite good for Piplup. Okay, so let's have a look at the physical attack. It gets a nice... It gets, not as Empoleon doesn't get Sword Dance. It gets Sword Dance as Empoleon, but not as Piplup. Okay, you could also run... Let's have a look at an Empoleon build right now. We'll have a look at Empoleon. Let me just put that in. Bringing up some of my sets. So with Empoleon, right, let's... had like a very similar one, right? I got a sweeping one with like Sword Dance. I think I had a bit of a fun one with like... we had like Steel Wing on there. That was pretty fun. Also had Waterfall with Sword Dance. That worked nicely. And you could run Knockoff on there if you wanted to as well. It also can run Earthquake for electric types. It's got such good moves to run on it. And you could also run... I quite like the bulky special defensive set. Like max health, max special defense, right? You could give it like Calm Nature. So that gives it 331 at level 100 special defense and 370 to health. You could whack on leftovers there too, which would make it nice and bulky. You can make it a rest sleep talker. I like to give it a rest sleep talker, and you can give it like Scald and Icy Wind there for support. That'll work quite nicely on it. Let me have a look. Or you could even run, if you want to run a more offensive set, you could run a Choice Banded one. Or you could run a Choice Spec set. Now, the Choice Spec set could work very well. You could run the similar moves as I already said, but you could run Flash Cannon instead for a little bit more. Since Piplup is only Water type, on Empoleon you could run the Flash Cannon there. But you'd have to watch out because Flash Cannon, Hydro Pump, and Ice Beam are all bad against Water type. So you kind of have to make the decision there whether you'd run a Grass. I'd like to run Grass on that just to hit that, or Hidden Power Grass. Up to you there. We could also run a Choice Banded set too. It's quite fun making sets. Like I might, you can run like a bulky one or an offensive one. Let's go for a mega bulky one. Max attack with Adamant Nature, right? We could go Choice Band. Now, since it's water and steel, it gets Steel Wing or it gets Metal Claw. Metal Claw is quite, it's quite bad, but it does have that attack boost. I mean, you could really try it, but since you were locking yourself in, we could go that Choice Band Steel Wing, people. We could go Waterfall. That works well as at the same time. You could go Knockoff. Oh, Fury Cutter. Best set ever. Now, we also have Drill Peck on there. Now, Drill Peck is nice for Grass, but Grass already hits you neutral, so it's not too bad. So, probably ground types, that would be nice. Let's see if it's got any physical ice moves. It apparently doesn't have any physical ice moves, so that could be a problem. If you had a fighting move, it's got Brick Break, so that could work. Yeah, that could work against for a fighting move. But those kind of moves I'd run on anyway. That's for a bulky Choice Band, and we did the Choice Specs one. We've done a special defensive wall Empoleon, and we've done a special Piplup. With Piplup, we could run... we could also run a physical one as well, but it wouldn't have that... it wouldn't have as much stab, so it gets like... Oh dear. It gets like... You could give it... Obviously, Drill Peck would work better on Piplup, right? Because it's weak to grass, so that'd be nice. And you could give it Waterfall too. That could work. And you could also, if you're running in Little Cup, right, Pluck would be nice. I've got a that's a 5th Gen 10. Pluck would be nice, level 5. Consuming the berry, that'd be cool. And you could also run, if you wanted to run Fling on there, you could give it an Iron Ball. You got Brick Break and some other cool moves like that. I'm just actually having a look at the art. It's quite limited in its physical move pool, but you can even go Secret Power for some scummy paralysis. Anyway, people, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just showed you how to get the Piplup. So yes, a couple of sets. Now, I've got a couple coming up later. I've got a Lucario and a Charizard. I'll do the same things for them because I like just mucking around and brainstorming. I know this is quite a casual video, but I just thought I'd do it for a Thursday. Okay, people, peace out.